Hello, my name is Annie and this is a video about cross stitch. I am a designer, the designer behind the business AnnieBeezFolkArt, and I'm here to share my projects with you, my new releases, and my whips and some finishes. Also, I have my winners from my last video's giveaway and a new giveaway for this time. So, it's nice to see everybody. Sorry it took me so long to get back. I think I missed the entire month of November, but it was a very busy month and it kind of got away from me, so here I am in December. I'm all in Christmas mode, as I'm sure you are too. I'm excited for Christmas. It's a good time to enjoy the season. We all have a little bit more home time now, so we should be able to really enjoy the season this year, and should be good. I did get some of my decorating, some of my Christmas out. I don't have it all set up, but I have about halfway. I'm waiting for my husband to get the lights on the tree so I can finish. And of course, some of the lights don't work, so it always becomes a big project. So once he gets that done, then I'll be able to get all my cross-stitch ornaments out and get them up on the tree, which I love. So, what have I got? I usually like to start with my models of the patterns and things that I have coming out, just to get that out of the way so that I can get into the good stuff and just talking about my own cross-stitch journey, because like you, I'm a stitcher. I stitch every single day. I always have way more projects going than I have finishes, and I always have lots of things I'm thinking about that I want to do that are on the horizon. You know, I'm just like everybody else. I see new patterns and I want to stitch them. I have some haul to share with you. I kind of stocked up on Pineberry Lane and some Not Forgotten Farm. And a lot of them are just patterns that I've loved for a long time, and I just decided to go ahead and get them. So kind of treated myself to some primitive patterns, and which I do love. I love it all. I love classic. I love primitive. I love some modern. I love bright colors. I love dark colors. I'm very fickle. But I like it all. I really do. And yeah, I probably have projects of every single sort somewhere in my stash. Okay, so let's get started. Number one, I want to talk to you about the Sled Ornament Club, which is the 2021 Christmas Ornament Club. This is my third year doing this with Crazy Annie Stitchin'. I am not Crazy Annie. I'm Annie Beez. She's Crazy Annie. We both are called Annie, so it's a little confusing. But anyway, so I design the patterns and she kits them up for you, and you get to choose, you know, if you want the fabric or the embellishments or just the pattern or whatever it is. She will kit that all up for you, and you join now, and then every month you'll get a new pattern. This year we're doing the little sleds, and so every month you'll get 3 little sled patterns. So by the end of the year, that's 36 in all. The great thing about these little sleds is how easy they are to finish. Anybody can finish these. They are so simple to finish. All you have to do is get the stitcher's tape, which comes let me show you some of this. Is going to be the first month, so these are the first 3. These are not the preview ones that I showed you. These are different, but this will be the first month. So we have a snowman, a Christmas tree, and a zinc house. And so when you go to finish these, you get the stitcher's tape. You can get it from Yarn Tree, you can go on Etsy, you can get it online, and it's the exact width that you need. I think it comes 2 inches. And you just cut out these are stitched on perforated paper. They're really easy to stitch on perforated paper. Don't be intimidated by that. It's like stitching on Aida. You're just going from hole to hole. It's so simple. They're really tiny. They are 31 stitches by 17. They're all the exact same size. So I mean, this is like a one-night project. I mean, They are full coverage, I guess, but it's still, you can do them in one night, maybe 2 nights if you don't want to like hustle or you don't have as much time. But anyway, once you get it stitched, you cut around, like, you know, give yourself some extra room. And then you're just going to cut one hole away from the edge all the way around. And then you stick that, so the stitcher's tape is a 2-sided tape. So you peel off one side. No, you don't even have to peel it off. It comes off. One side sticky. You stick it on there, and then you cut around it, and then you pull the other side off, and then you stick it onto the sled. Now, I didn't explain that very well, but I will do a quick little tutorial after the first of the year and show you exactly how to finish them. It is so simple. They come out perfect every single time, and they're easy, and they're small, and they're cute, and you can do them. So, if you are interested in this club, this is the first installment, will be coming out in January. They'll ship on January 1st. There are no extra, you know, things going on with this club. No other vendors to wait for, so the shipping will be on time. You will get it right away. And if you are interested, you need to sign up now, because we need to know how many sleds people need. And you can get the sleds from Annie. If you already have sleds, you can do your own sleds. If you have a source for sleds, or your, you know, local needlework store has sleds, then go ahead and get them from them. But we will have them available. She'll have them available. Here's the tree. But the idea is sign up right away for a January 1st ship date, so that we can get this going and we can have a lot of fun this year stitching sleds. They're super cute. And the zinc house. I love them. They're really fun. I kind of just went to town. At first I was like, oh, I'll do 2 per pattern, but I had so many ideas and they were so quick and easy. I ended up with 3 per pattern, so that's 36 by the end of the year. Or you could just do 1 from each pattern, whatever. Just have fun. They're super cute. Okay, so that is the 2021 Ornament Club. And then as far as the 2020 Ornament Club, I just want to show you the last 3 ornaments that I haven't shown yet. So that would be October, November, and December. So here's the October, Merry and Bright. This is the Gift Tag Ornament Club. These are pretty big. You could do them a lot smaller if you wanted to. I use this 25 count. I don't know why. I think because I like the color of it. But you could do it on a smaller count and they wouldn't be so gigantic. But for my purposes, for picture taking and so forth, they're nice and big and easy for me to deal with. Anyway, that was October. This is November. It's called Peaceful Cardinal. He's cute. He's got the little holly, whoops. He's got the holly button there. And this one is the December. It's called Wagon Ride. Little snowman in a wagon. And everything had this kind of grain sack stripe there. So that just repeats the grain sack stripes. So that's it. That's the 2020 Ornament Club. And they're all done now. And last but not least, my final release of the year, pattern release of the year, and this is called First Snow. So it's stitched on Vintage Country Mocha. I think it's like 28 or 32, I can't really remember, but and then I finished it, I just mounted it onto some black and white homespun, mounted that on this wooden square, barnwood square. It was already painted like this when I got it. It was from Hobby Lobby. I finished the sides with some ribbon, put some picks and a bow, And this is from, it's called Woodpile, which you can get at Hobby Lobby. You can see it was $8.99. I probably got it half off. And then the number is 1915826 if you want to get that same thing. And I have another piece coming out in, there's the side, in January that I'm mounting on this same, another board exactly like this. They are handy, just the perfect size, because you have enough room to put a pretty bow, and but it's still kind of square, you know, so I really like it. Turned out really good. So that's called First Snow. And somewhere I had the pattern. As always, I have piles of stuff to show you, and everything is, yeah, it's buried here somewhere. Oh, yeah, here it is. There's the pattern. So, that is out in stores now. You can get it from your local needlework store, or your favorite online store, or even in my Etsy shop. But try your local needlework store first. We have to keep them in business, and it's been horrible for small businesses this year. It's just, if you don't have an online presence, it's kind of scary. And so if you have a local needlework store, please go there and support them. They really need your help. Anyway, First Snow. Okay, so that's it for my releases. So I got that out of the way. Okay, I will move on, but first I'm going to clean off my desk and get the other stuff, and I'll be back. Thanks. Okay, well, I filmed like 45 more minutes, and I just realized that it wasn't filming. So I'm back to do it all for me the second time, for you the first time. But anyway, let me show you my finishes. Number one, I was watching Daisy May or Daisy K Primitives Flosstube. I'm sorry, I can't remember the name. I'll put the link below. Daisy K, Daisy May. Anyway, she was talking about she does a lot of like really primitive little samplery things, and she was talking about this company, Country Rustic Primitives, and which is an online shop. They've been around quite a while. And so I just went on there looking, and I came across this one that as soon as I saw it, I had to do it. So it's called Lead Me in Your Path Pillow Tuck. And it says, you know, lead me in your path, 1835. And then down, where am I? Down here, it says Nellie H. And I have a granddaughter named Nellie, and her last name is Haynes, so she is Nellie H. And when I saw that, I had to do it. So here it is. Took me like, I think I did it in 2 nights. Isn't it cute? So primitive. She has it where you then, after you're done stitching it, you like dunk it in tea dye and make it look old and primitive. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or not. I'm on the fence. I might. I kind of like the way it looks, you know, so I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. But it's all in DMC, so if I did, it would be fine. No overdyes or anything like that. Here's the threads. Aren't they pretty? I love it. It's so cute. Nellie H. I want to finish it like a little pillow with like a hanger, and then I can hang it somewhere in my house. And it'll make me think of Nellie every time I look at it. So there's one. And then, you know, last time I did a video, I was doing Stitchtober. And, you know, that's long gone now, but now we're into the Christmas holiday. But I did get a few things done. So I started a lot of stuff, and then some stuff that I had planned I didn't even start. And then I had one thing that I started like at the end of Stitchtober that I stitched all the way until I finished it. So the first thing I have is Ghouls Garland, and this is by Priscilla and Chelsea, and I stitched it on Black Ada. For me, Stitching on black, I need to do Ada. I can't really see the linen, although I did get new glasses, and with this prescription we really worked on the close-up. You know, they're progressive, so the bifocal close-up reading part is so much better. So I don't know, maybe now I would be able to stitch on black linen. I don't know, but for the time being, it's black Ada. And the Ada now this is a Zweigart Ada, and it's nice. It's not stiff, you know, it's really soft, and I don't mind it at all. Anyway, so that's my Ghouls Garland. I did change the eyes. I think I said that before. I like a wider apart eye. I think that looks cute. And yeah, it's so cute. I love it. And then the next thing I finished, this wasn't on my list either, but this was like a whip from before that I had just barely started, so I just like finished it. This is called Spooky String, and this is a LIzzie Kate. Here's the pattern. So it's one of the strings, and I'll have to fully finish this next year. Anyway, cute, right? And I finished Autumn Skies, which is by Hands On Design. Here's the pattern. And I did this bottom one here. I love the colors in this. Really beautiful. So, so pretty. Kathy is a master of color, I think. So here's my finish. This Way to the Pumpkin Patch. I did it on 32 count Bramble from Picture This Plus, which is a beautiful fabric. And I have quite a bit of it left. And I do plan on doing the other one, the Autumn Skies Pumpkin Pies, and I have the wool felt on the back that came with it to finish it like that. So I will do that one for next year. But anyway, Pumpkin Patch. Super cute. Looks amazing on the Bramble. I love it. Beautiful colors. And then this is the one that I picked up at the end of Stitchtober. Everybody was stitching it on social media, and I've had it in my stash forever, and I always wanted to stitch it, so I just pulled it out, and when I started it, I could not put it down, and I stitched the whole thing in like 12 or 14 days, I think. Really fast. I stitched it on 32 count vintage pecan butter from Lakeside Linens. I cannot find the camera. And yeah. I used all the call for colors, and I love it. I love it so much. The house was kind of a beast, but not bad. I mean, I don't mind doing a lot of fill-in. I love the roof. Look at how pretty the roof is. And it actually had 3 different colors of like blue-gray in the house, so it wasn't even like a boring fill-in. It was kind of more interesting that way. But yeah, I love it. I think I did forget something on it. Oh, I know. There's some like fill-in here where on the little band that goes around Feast of Friendship, and I forgot that part, but I don't even care. To me, it's done. And I do plan to send it to Total Framing. This will be my first time using Total Framing, and I am excited to send that off. So those are my finishes that I have. Let's see, what's next? Oh, I want to talk about whips. So, let's see, do I have them here? Yeah. So, I did start, this is what I've been working on. First of all, I made this bag. I've had this pattern, you know, the kit to make this in my stash like pretty much since it came out, and I finally did it. And it turned out really cute. And this is like a decorator weight fabric, which is heavier, and I love it. It makes such a nice bag. I'm like all turned around. But anyway, here's my lining. That's just what I had that in my stash that would work. So I am working on, from Brenda Gervais, Candy Cane Lane. Super cute little, I love the frame she has it in. I want to find something like that. I love white frames. And here's what I've got done. Not a whole lot. It's, you know, about a quarter. And for some reason I just kind of lost my, well, I'll show you why I lost my oomph with this project. There's a good reason. I found something else that I'm just loving working on. But anyway, Candy Cane Lane from Brenda Gervais. And I'm just doing it on flax linen from Zweigart, which I had in my stash with all the called for threads. So that's one whip. The next whip is a big project. This is my bag from Socks for Mom, Becky. And she made these when everybody was doing the red deer sampler. It's got like a deer on there or a stag. Which I'm not doing the red deer sampler, but I loved the bag. So, oh, excuse me. Anyway, this is my Anniversaries of the Heart, which I started. This was my New Year, New Start for 2020. I got the first block done, and that was all I did. And then I went back just this month and worked on the second block. So this first one it's kind of a rough start on this project, because when you pull the threads for this, they're kind of blah, you know, and they don't really show up on the fabric. And so I had gone online on the Facebook group for this project. So there's a Facebook group for stitching Anniversaries of the Heart, and there's a lady on there named Sherry. I don't know her last name, and she gives a conversion, and so I used her conversion for this chart. And she has a conversion for all the charts, but I'm probably going to just stick with Blackbird for the rest. But so you see, even like the peacock doesn't show up a whole lot. The colors on that first one are just kind of weird. Even with her conversion, I don't know. They're just weird. So anyway, and I think I had gotten off somewhere too. I think in the width, or I don't know. I got off somewhere and I put it in timeout, and so I just got it back out recently, and I did this much on the second block. I didn't even get very far. But anyway, I did work on that, and I do want to work on this because, you know, I want to get it done. Anywho, here's the second chart, the one I'm working on. So this would be the Valentine Rose, the February. So hopefully in 2021 I can get a little more committed to this project and keep rolling with it. But you don't know, I mean, sometimes other things come up, and I would love to have that done. And I'm thinking about what I want to put in there. I know I want to put in the December block, I want to put my grandmother Isabel, because she was born on Christmas Day. And then in February I want to put my mom, because that was her birthday. So I don't know. I was thinking about putting all the women of the initials of all the women and their birth year throughout, instead of like people's anniversaries. So I don't know. I'm not really sure exactly how I'm going to personalize it, but something like that. And now this is the project that I am loving doing and I can't put down. So, you know, I've stitched a lot of stockings for all my kids and a lot of my grandkids, not all of them. I'm working on it. I will have them all done eventually. But this year I decided to stitch a stocking for me, because in all these years, I think I stitched my first stocking in like 1992 or 3 or something like that. And I've never had one for myself or for my husband. So I'm going to work on that. And now as I stitch, you know, as my kids grow and have their own families, then I'm giving their stockings to them. And so I don't have really stockings to hang in my own home. So I'm going to do my husband and me. So this is for me. This is mine. This is a Mary Beale sampler stocking. I believe it's sampler stocking number like 12 or 13. And it doesn't come as a regular stocking pattern. So when you go to her website, you can buy all of her patterns as a PDF, and all the stockings are there. I think there's like 10. The this one is included in one of her pocketbook needlework charts that she has. So you have to buy that, and it's a little more expensive, and there's like other patterns and stuff in it, and it's in there. So that's where I got it. It's gorgeous. It's so beautiful, so pretty. Look at this. Can you even? It's so pretty. Her designs are just so classic and lush. Oh, I love them. And there's my needle minder, which says it's the Little House Needleworks, Wise Men Still Seek Him. Anyway, you can't really see it. It's got a big glare on it. There. Anyway, I'm loving this so much. Right here is where my name will go. It's stunning. It's so pretty. And all of her, so this is like the top portion, and then starts with like an alphabet band. And then underneath that is the church and the trees. And there's like a picket fence and a brick path or whatever. And then down here is the verse. And all these sampler stockings, the verses are from Handel's Messiah, which is really special to me. I love Handel's Messiah. When I was a kid, my dad, I had a dad who was like really musical, and he was kind of artsy, and he was a great athlete, and he was a tenor. He sang tenor in the choir like all his life, and he loved the Messiah. And I can remember as a little kid, he had it on the like 78 records, and as soon as we got to like November, he would play it, and he would play it loud, and it'd be in the background of my life for the whole Christmas season. And now I'm that way. I have to listen to the Messiah through the whole Christmas time. And it's beautiful. It's all scripture. I mean, how can you not love it? And anyway, so all these stockings have like parts of the Messiah in them, and this one says, "And the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together." And that's Isaiah. So, that's just perfect for me. That just ticks all the boxes, and I love it. And even like the blue flowers, because blue is my favorite color, and oh, so pretty. So I really can't put this down. I have just, and it's on a Q-snap, because when I'm doing something kind of intricate like that, I have to like put the chart on there with a magnet so that it's right next to it, and I can just refer to it so I don't get lost. And that normally I don't stitch with a Q-snap, but when it's something like that, I do. Anyway, it's so beautiful. I am loving this. I cannot wait to have that for my stocking. It'll be so great after all these years, and hang it in my house. And I have one picked out for my husband too, another sampler one from Mary Beale that I'm going to do for him, and then we'll have those. So that is my current whips. Next is pattern haul. Okay, so here is where I went a little crazy on Pineberry Lane and Not Forgotten Farms, and I did buy one other country rustic primitives. This is called Anne Hadley. I don't know if you can, it's glary, so let me take it out, because I had to print it and my printer's not the best. Okay, so Anne Hadley, 1793. It's got the Adam and Eve, and then it's got these like goofy, like folky angel head things. What are those, like seraphim or whatever, where they don't have a body? But anyway, I love it. It reminds me very much of Frances Eden, and she's age 12, it says. Anyway, so cute. I love this. I really want to stitch this. And it would be fast, It's not a whole lot of... That's what's nice about these primitive ones, is they're kind of like an alphabet, and then they're like, the motifs are kind of spread out, so they go fast. There's not a whole lot of stitching in a lot of them. And a really cool tree there. Oh my gosh, I love this. So anyway, that was my other country rustic primitives acquisition. But then, so, what started me with Pineberry Lane, I have a lot of their Christmas, I had belonged to the Dying to Stitch Christmas Club with them, with Pineberry Lane, and so I have a lot of those, and they're really, really cute. And so I was just looking at those and how cute they are and thinking about how I need to like stitch those this season. I don't know if I will because I'm like all about the stocking right now, but maybe I'll get one or two. They're really cute. But then I was like, oh, I really don't have any Pineberry Lane. And, there's a lot of patterns that I've always liked. So I went to look at their site and then I just went like a little bit crazy. So this is what I got. Merry Christmas. I love this. Bringing Home the Tree, it's called. And look at that little like square Santa Claus. Isn't he cute? And I think this would be a quick stitch. Everything's kind of spread out, which is what's nice about primitive patterns. And then this is an oldie but a goodie. I think I had this in my stash before when I got rid of all my stash. A bushel and a peck. Super cute. Love the colors in this. It's kind of, red, white, and blue. I love that they're like shaking hands and making a deal. That's what it looks like to me, like two people at market making a deal. I have nothing for St. Patrick's Day, so this is cute, and this one right here, oh my gosh, so cute. That little girl with her hat and her shamrocks. And I love the green that's used in this. What green is it? Moss green. It's DMC 580 and 581. And they're just like perfect with the black. I love them. So cute. So that'll be cute. This one, Ann Marston. I've had my eye on this a long time because I've been wanting to do an Ann sampler wall, like a wall of just samplers with girls named Ann. And so this was on my radar. And I love this. Look at how cute those little shepherds and that undulating strawberry band and those two sheep. Really cute. Really cute. And I love a colorful alphabet where they, like, every 2 letters changes color. I love that. Super cute. And here's the original sampler. How cute is that? Oh my gosh. Wow. 1843, Ann Marston. This one too. Oh, another reproduction. This is Elizabeth Baker, 1844. The colors. Are you kidding me? So adorbs. I really like this weird little bird right there. See him? He's so weird. But, that's the charm of reproduction samplers. Anyway, I'll read you the verse. Here you can look at the reproduction the actual original sampler, I mean. Youth is the morning, bright and gay, and if 'tis spent in wisdom's way, we meet old age without dismay, and death is sweet at last. Elizabeth Baker, her work, July 1844. I love those kind of like morbid verses that remind you of like your mortality. I don't know why. I just do. Okay, and this one. Oh my gosh. Merry Little Stitches. This is so cute here. There. Look at that. Look at this girl with her basket and her Santa hat and this like weird plant. And the jolly old elf and these 3 angels. Oh my gosh. I love this. I love it. It's so cute. And she's finished like inside an old book. That is cool. What a cool way to finish. So you could like stand that up. It'd be so cute in a display. And then the last one, the fruits of our labor. This is like the Thanksgiving one. This guy with the gun and the turkey. Oh my gosh. Oh, they're so cute. And these ladies, they never have hair. It's like bald. Like bald ladies, you gotta love it. You know, primitives, when they're done well, like some people are just really good at, yeah, I don't know. She's really good at doing that, doing primitives that give it like that charming little hilariousness. All right, then Lori Brecklin from Not Forgotten Farms. I've been a fan of hers for just ever, like way back in the day. I don't even know how long ago this was, like in the 90s probably. She used to illustrate the Holly Berry Hill catalog, which was a catalog of like primitive crafts. And I mean, her illustrations were just spot on and perfect. I think I still have my Holly Berry Hill catalogs because they were so cute. And anyway, I saw a lot of people doing Thomas, and I used to have this pattern before I lost my mind and got rid of my stash. So I went to go get him again, and then while I was on her site, I went a little crazy. Anyway, isn't he cute? I know you've seen Thomas. Everybody loves Thomas. I got this one, Spools of My Thread. And I love how this looks like kind of like a grain sack with the stripe there, and oh, it's so cute. And the blue, I love blue. This is a needle book. It's so cute. Folkbird needle book. Isn't he cute with his little pennies, little penny rug pennies up there in the border? And then this one is called Strawberry Basket. Super cute. Love that. This one is called Snow Pants, which is a really cute name. And that's a little snowman with a broom, and I like his little boots and his silly hat. Super cute. Make a very cute ornament. And I love this. This is called Mary Snow. And those colors, like Lori Brooklyn has the prettiest primitive palette of colors that she works in. And she always sticks to it, which I admire, because I am one that I have probably like 20 different palettes that I work in. Like sometimes I like this, sometimes I like that. I'm not very consistent when it comes to that. You know, like my last video I was doing brights and stuff, and now I'm like back into primitives, and I don't know. I'm just insane. What can I say? So those are my Lori Brecklin, and then I also got some Artful Offerings. So everybody was doing this last year, and I didn't buy it. I think because I was going to get the country sampler kit. And then I never did. I got a different kit instead. And but I still really like the horse, so I picked this up. He's cute. I want him on my wall. He's so cute. I know you've seen that. A lot of people have done that. I got this one, Rocking Horse Holiday. This is really cute. And this is on, what is it on? Picture This Plus Ale, which gives it that really primitive look. But if you did this on a lighter color fabric, it would have a lot of contrast, and it would look different, but it would be really pretty. It would be really pretty. You could change the ecru. There's like an alphabet and the date in like an ecru color, and you could change that to something else so you could see it, and it would be gorgeous. And I like it this way too. So that is a really pretty pattern. And then I got this little guy because he was so cute. I couldn't resist him. Seaside Sparrow. And he would look so cute with like, you know, patriotic stitching around 4th of July. He would look so cute. So I'm going to do him. I like him. Seaside Sparrow. So that's my haul. That's quite a bit of haul. It's quite a bit of haul. And now I have to behave for the rest of the year, which isn't that long. Okay, so that was my pattern haul. The next is my plans, which, you know, these are more like suggestions. But I always do like a new year, new start. I like to start something new on New Year's Day. And I don't know. So I've been having a I'll think about what I'm going to do. I really do want to start Frances Eden. This was my unicorn chart for some time, and then the attic found it for me. I think when I contacted them, they were like, no, we can't get that. And then out of the clear blue sky, they were like, hey, here it is. So, which was thrilling. So this is Frances Eden. And she is a reproduction. There. And she's in the Whitman Sampler collection, as you can see there. And the Whitman Sampler, those are the people who make the Whitman candy. And it was like a husband and wife who owned that company, and they collected samplers, I think, before anybody else really cared about samplers. And so they amassed a huge collection of samplers, which is the Whitman Sampler collection. And some of them are in the Philadelphia Museum of Art. Maybe they all are, I don't know. But this is one of them. Anyway, so this is like, what I love about Frances Eden is, it's got that folky style that I like, where it's like kind of whimsical and, you know, I don't know. I think that's why I like Barbara Anna and people like that. I used to love Exemplars from the Heart, and she's the one who designed And They Sinned. And they just they're more folky, whimsical type samplers. That's what I like. Anyway, so Frances Eden. So I really want to start that. I'll read you the verse. Make use of present time, because thou must. Shortly take up thy lodging in... Oh, wait. Make use of present time, because thou must. Shortly take up thy lodging in the dust. It's dreadful to behold the setting sun, and night appear before thy work is done. Another, like, kind of like, you know, reminding you of your mortality verse. And then at the bottom it says, the heaven and heaven of heavens cannot contain thee, how much less this house that I have built. I love that. Frances Eden, aged 10 years, 1809. It's got an Adam and Eve. It's got all these, like, cute little motifs. Tons of little angels flying there. I love it. And it doesn't, you know, when you see it done in real life, these colors are kind of, they're not really true to what it looks like when it's done in real life. It does call for DMC. So I don't know. I don't know if I'll do DMC or if I might think about converting it to overdyes. I'm not sure. I'll have to see. But anyway, so that's one idea. I might start Frances Eden. And then the other thing is, I was watching Celeste from Celeste Creates, and she was talking about doing a stitch along, starting a stitch along on New Year's Day for the Smith sampler, which I love. I mean, I think this is my favorite thing that the Scarlett house has ever put out. And she has a lot of beautiful charts, but this one, just the colors, the motifs, everything about it, especially the colors. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. I love it. I love it. So I have to finish this. I started it when it came out. I bought everything exactly as was called for, except for I'm not doing it on 46 count linen. I'm doing it on 36. And this is what it was called for, which was, let me see, Vintage Meadow Rue, 36 count. And I bought all the silks and everything. And I think the reason I got stalled on this is because I got bogged down in this border, which is really intricate, and, you know, there's a lot to it. And so I think if I do pick this up again, I'm going to go all the way around just with the square, you know, just with the, I mean, like, that's the way Carol from Saltbox Stitcher, she'll do the whole border, but she'll just do like the vine. She doesn't do every single part of the border as she's going around. And I think that's what I need to do, is just like get that border in place, and then, you know, maybe there's like lines that go across, maybe do the lines and just kind of get it like set up. And then I can go in and concentrate on certain areas. So I think that's what I'm going to try to do. I think that's a good way to attack, you know, something that's got so much stitching in it. Like samplers, you know, you can get bogged down in them, I think, because sometimes there's just so much, you know, that it can be like overwhelming, I guess. So maybe if I do it that way and just kind of get it all laid out, then I'll feel more like, you know, like I have a plan of attack, I guess, you know. So I'm thinking about that. That's my other idea for New Year's Day. So do you have a New Year's Day new start idea? If you do, tell me about it in the comments. I'd love to hear what you have in mind. It's always nice. I love that about New Year's because, you know, I love to me it always feels like a time to start anew, and you know, whatever you had going on, you can just like refocus. Okay, this year I'm going to do this or that or whatever. I would like to do some version of the Stitch 9 or Stitch 10 that Farm Girl had talked about, just to I have a lot of whips and a lot of big projects that I would like to at least get one or two done. You know, I did finish Santa's Village, which was big, and I did finish All Creatures Great and Small, which is big-ish, not huge, but I've got like Consider the Lilies. I still have And They Sinned going. I still have Houses of Awkward Hollow, my arch nemesis. I don't know if I'll ever finish that. But I only have like 3 more blocks on that to go. So I really just need to buckle down and get that done. And I don't know. I have now Anniversaries of the Heart, you know. So I don't know. But anyway, so let's move on and we will do the drawing. And then I'll let you go. So last time I had my giveaway was, if I can find it here on my desk, my giveaway was going to be the 3 ornament patterns that I put out, the Country Christmas 1, 2, and 3. And by the time you're done, you have 14 different ornaments in this set. So the winner for that was Shelly Nichols. Shelly Nichols. So Shelly, I will put a comment on your comment. Get a hold of me and give me your address, and I will be happy to get that sent right out to you. And the other thing I had was the sunflower, what is it called? Sunflowers in Summer, which is a Country Cottage Needleworks pattern that I had 2 of, so I must have really loved this. The verse says, "Over the fence where the sunflowers grow, summer winds glide by as stalks sway to and fro." So, and the winner for that is Cleta Waldron. Cleta Waldron. So Cleta, I will put a comment on your comment. Get a hold of me, give me your shipping address, and I will be happy to send that to you. And then my giveaway for this time is going to be a cross-stitch journal. I love these. I have 3 of them. I use them all the time. They really help me stay organized. Like one is this one I use for all my Stitch Mania, Stitchtober, Jolly July, that kind of thing, which is usually smaller projects. This one I have just for samplers, all my samplers. And then this one is all my model stitching. So the great thing about these is there's a place to put like your name and so forth. The very first part is like a table of contents. So you can list everything that's in here as you go. You just come back here and list it there. So later on, if you have it filled up and you're, where is that project? I need to know what fabric this was on. You can just look it up. And then every project, individual projects are like this. You have the pattern name, the pattern designer, the start date, the end date, the fabric it's stitched on, the stitch count, what size it is when it's finished on that fabric, a place to put all your floss. And I always put all of my floss symbols. I put like, you know, what type of floss it is and who the maker is, whether it's like Gentle Art or Classic Colorworks or whatever. And then there's a place for notes, and you can do a time tracker. I don't do that, but you know, some people are into that. Anyway, love this. It has enough room, I think, for 50 projects. And then at the end, there's even a place for notes at the very last page, and there's a thread inventory page. If you're into that, you can just know what threads you have on hand, especially for like overdyes and stuff. I have way too many. I mean, I have the full set of all the overdyes, so I don't really need that, but yeah. So if you are interested in the cross stitch journal, just put journal in your comment, like, subscribe, share my video. That would be great if you would share. I don't think too many people are seeing them, so it would be really nice if you could share. And don't put giveaway in your comment so that we can make sure that a cross stitcher is the winner. And yeah, as soon as I pull the name, I will get a hold of you and I will send it out. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate if you got this far, that you stuck with me all this time, and thank you for all your wonderful comments. I read every single one. I promise I'm going to do better about commenting back. I'm really trying to do better with that, and on Instagram. Follow me on social media. It's AnnieBeezFolkArt on YouTube, AnnieBeezFolkArt on Instagram. I have an Etsy shop. I have a blog. I will be putting out a new free pattern for Christmas on my blog, probably within the next couple days. And yeah, like and subscribe, and thank you for watching, and have a wonderful, wonderful holiday season. Thanks so much.